everyone, once again welcome back to the DSA with Dak series. Myself Dak Patel, and this is the DSA series where we started from the absolute beginner. Now we are on our intermediate level. As soon as possible, we are moved to the advanced level questions. Okay, so I hope you are understanding our approaches, methods, and like how the code questions are working. Okay, so if you find any doubts about any video, you can ask me in that video comment. Okay, and this is the DSA series where you learn about each and every concept of DSA in Leetcode. Okay, so start from the day one. Okay, and without wasting time, we'll start today's video. Today's question is 696. It's basically count binary substring. Okay, so this is the question is basically depends upon binary strings where you given a string you have to uh, do task upon that string and find their substring how which substrings are possible, and you have to return just count of that substring. Okay, yesterday we solved question number 21. It's basically like our list questions are there, what is merge to sorted list, like that question is there, merge to sorted list. Okay, and if you not watch yesterday's video, you can check out that video, link in I button. Okay, so in yesterday's video, we learned about list and all type of lists, how list gonna work and like that. Okay. So in further questions, our list and sets are used in multiple questions. So you have to prepare that. Okay. So now first I'll start with the question explanation. So question is given a binary string. Use given a binary string as return the number of non-empty substrings. You have to return a number of non-empty substrings. Okay, you have to return number. Okay, count of that which is non-empty something that have the same number of O's and ones, and all zeros and all ones in this substring are grouped consequently. Like you have to check that whether is number of this is non-empty substring. Okay, and afterward they given you one more condition: the number of zeros and the number of ones are equal and the consequences are grouped togetherly. Okay, substring that occurs multiple times are counted the number of time but they occur. Okay, if the one string like 10 count three times, you have to count that three times. Okay, does not have to skip that part. So now we'll see example one for better understanding. Here are example one. So input s equal to 00110011. So total possible substring they given you six. Okay, in output, but which is possible? So first is 0011. Okay, after that 01. Okay, 0 and 1. After that 1100. Okay, again that 10. Okay, and later on 0011 and 01. Okay, so these six substrings are possible. Okay, yeah, you can just check by its whether is near to 0 and 1. Okay, it's substring. Double zero, so double one. Okay, it's a substring like that. Okay, so this is the our example. Okay, now we see conditions for that. Okay, so condition is given that the length of the string is between 1 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, such a wider length. Okay, but it's possible there is no rocket science, and the s of I value only contains 0 or either 1. Okay, that does not have any values. Okay, in like it just you given a 10 format in your like string, so you can assume that. Okay, does not think binary is like in a complex. You just have to think about that the string is made of 0 and 1s. Okay, and you have to perform task upon that. Okay, now we move to your approaches part. So firstly we discuss about all possible. So first approach we move with the one new our array. Okay, group array, and after that we take one count variable, and group found will increase its value, and at the end we count the number of variables in our count array and we return that. Okay, so the first approach is based on our new array where around we take an entirely new array to store substrings. Okay, uh, another one approach we move with that we can take swapping method. Okay, where we in some of the question we'll use take new result. Okay, result with zero variable, and if there is group. Okay, group exists, So we'll increase results value, and at the end for that approach, first we use like previous character store. Okay, afterward we store current character and check that this is whether in form or not. If this is in yes form, so we'll use that, replace that and move to the next. Okay, so I start with the first approach. Okay, so let's take one, let group equal to an empty array, let count equal to 1, starting count is always 1, for let I equal to 1, I is less than s dot length I plus plus. Okay, so if our s of I is equal to s of I minus 1. Okay, our current value is equal to the last value. If you can see that 0 is equal to 0. Okay, so count plus plus. Okay, after that else here group count. Okay, it will store the count value, so it will push count equal to 1. Again we'll reduce it to the 1, and at the end, okay, now we'll push the value of count. Okay, so now we move to the group dot push a whole outside of the array, outside of the our for loop. We push count value. If there is remain, so we have to push that also. Okay, so after that we want one more thing, we want result. Okay, so let result, okay, equal to 0 for let I equal to 1, I is less than group dot length I plus plus result plus equal to, we using one inbuilt function mat dot mean group of I and groups of I minus, then after we have to return our result. Okay, so we'll run this and know whether it is correct or not. Okay, it's showing runtime error. Let us check and confirm that. Okay, we taken groups, we have to take group. Okay, so now it has to be perfect. Okay, so you can see that our answer is accepted, our all test cases are passed. Okay, so now I'll submit for further Leetcode test cases. So this is a simple approach. Okay, we used math.min and we created one group array to store each and every value. You can see that all 91 test cases are passed. Okay, run 19 ms runtime. Okay, this is the simple approach. Okay, where we move with the entirely new array. One more approach we gonna with is based on like we using variables let previous, okay, equal to 0, then current equal to 1, okay, and result equal to 0. Okay, after we use only one for loop, let I equal to 1, I e is less than s dot length I plus plus, if our s of I is equal to s of I minus 1, current value increase, and if it's not equal to it, result plus equal to math dot mean. Now it's taking minimum of the previous value and current. Okay, and afterward we have to use previous equal to current and current equal to 1. Okay, now we again our cycle is completed. Now we'll back to the current value with the 1, and at the end we use result, okay, plus equal to math dot mean of again previous on current and return result. Okay, so now we'll check this. So you can see that this is also accepted. Okay, now we'll submit for further lead code tests. We are just swapping, okay, each other. In that case we taking entirely new array. We learning this entire new array work within two extra variables. Okay, so basically we're reducing our space complexity. So now we'll discuss about the time and space complexity for this code. So firstly, for our first approach, where we using an entire new array and one for loop from starting to the ending of your given string. So for that approach, our time complexity becomes order of n. We using starting index to the end of the our s string. Okay, and space complexity is also becomes order of n. We using entirely new array which stores the around the our almost string. Okay, the substrings of the given string. So space complexity is also becomes order of n. Time and space complexity for first approach is order of n. For second approach we using same for loop. Okay, so time complexity remains order of n, but space complexity becomes order of 1. In first approach we using entirely new array, but in second approach we does not using new array. We like doing new arrays work within the two variables. Okay, it's previous and current, so it will reduce the our space complexity to order of 1. So this second approach is optimized approach with the space complexity of order of 1 and time complexity of order of n. Okay, and this is the today's questions and its approach. If you find any doubts about today's video, you can ask me in comments. Okay, and the code of this lectures is uploaded to GitHub. You can check out that. So now we move to the tomorrow's question. Today's is each and everything is. So tomorrow we're gonna solve question number 374. Okay, it's basically guess the number from higher to lower. I'll open it. This question, guess the number from higher to lower, where we have given like what am like okay, okay. We see question line by line. We are playing the guess game. The game is follows. I pick a number from I to N. You have to guess which number I picked. Every time you guess wrong, I will tell you whether the number I picked higher or lower than your guess. Okay. You can predefine API int guess int num, which returns three possible results. -1, your guess is higher than number I picked. 1, your guess is lower than lower than I pick the number. 0, your guess is equal to the number I pick. Okay, so you if you guess 15 is number which is guessed by code, so code says no, your number is higher, my guess number is less than that. You says 10, or the code says your number is too smaller than my guess, so you says 13, so code returns 0. It means yes, this is my guess number, like that. Okay, n equal to 10. Okay, peak equal to 16, like that. Okay, peak means is your number. Okay, so I hope you got clear about the question. So here you can see the condition. The number which it guess is from 1 to 2 to the power 31 minus 1. Okay, and peak is between 1 to n. I hope you can try this question, and after completing this question, just post it on LinkedIn and Twitter. Mention me, okay? And if you find any doubt about, you can ask me. And if it does not solve, don't worry, you're gonna solve this question in tomorrow's video. Okay? Thanks for watching the video. Meet on tomorrow's video.